16 places stranger than the Bermuda Triangle. Number 16. Superstition Mountains. Located in Arizona, just outside of the capital of Phoenix, the Superstition Mountains are well known for their mysterious nature. They are the site of the infamous Lost Dutchman's gold mine, where, according to legend, an immigrant from Germany named Jacob Waltz discovered a huge vein of gold. Again, according to legend, he then revealed the location of the mine on his deathbed in 1891. Since then, many people have endeavored to find the gold mine. Many mines have been found, but none have been verified to be the actual Lost Dutchman mine. It's not even known if the true location even exists, let alone if it will ever be found. Number 15. The South Atlantic Anomaly. The Van Allen radiation belts are collections of electrons and other charged particles held in place by the Earth's magnetic field. The area where the Earth's inner Van Allen radiation belt comes closest to the Earth's surface is known as the South Atlantic Anomaly, and has also been known to cause problems with satellites and spacecraft which have to traverse it periodically. Objects passing through the anomaly are exposed to significantly higher levels of radiation while they're in it, and it's even thought to have started a chain of events which led to the destruction of the Hitomi, which was previously a Japanese X-ray observation spacecraft. Number 14. Lake Enjukini. A lake located in Canada has become the stuff of legend after a very strange series of events occurred there in 1930, called the Myth of the Vanishing Village. The story goes that a fur trapper named Joe LaBelle visited the village as he had grown accustomed to doing so, but found every person there missing. Unfinished clothing items hung with sewing needles still in them, pots of food hung over the stoves, and dogs which had died of starvation after being left tied to their sleds all indicated that the villagers had either left or disappeared very suddenly, at a moment's notice. Various theories have surfaced to explain the strange disappearances, ranging from the inhabitants being driven out to those which purport that the entire village's inhabitants, estimated to be about 25 people, had been abducted by aliens. Number 13. Area 51. You need only say the name, and most people in the United States will start spewing out conspiracy theories and dismissals automatically. Area 51 is not just famous, it's infamous. The base, which is located in the middle of the Nevada desert, is also called Groom Lake. Dreamland and Paradise Ranch is said to be the main facility at which the United States government houses and performs tests on captured alien spacecraft. Less out-of-this-world claims say that the base is used as a testing facility for the most top-secret aircraft in the world, and this seems likely, since the base houses one of the longest airstrips on the planet. The US government only officially even acknowledged its existence in 2005, when commercial satellites used for mapping, like those used by Google for Google Earth, revealed that the base was indeed there. Still, no real information about what goes on at the base has come to light, and it's unlikely that the government will willingly release anything about it anytime soon. Number 12. The Devil's Sea. Called the Pacific Bermuda Triangle and the Dragon's Triangle, as well as its more well-known name, the Devil's Sea, is a region located around Miyake Lake, which itself is about 60 miles south of Tokyo. It is known for being a region in which ships vanish, specifically the Japanese research vessel Kaiyomuro No. 5, which was destroyed when an undersea volcano erupted. All 31 members of the crew aboard the ship died in the event. Additionally, another 7 boats were lost between 1949 and 1953, all of which were small fishing vessels. Number 11. Bigelow Ranch. Also known by its much more ominous-sounding name, Skinwalker Ranch, Bigelow Ranch is located southeast of Ballard, Utah, and has been the subject of a great many conspiracy theories, UFO sightings, and speculation of paranormal activity. These claims date back decades, with the earliest reports of strange things happening in the area dating back about 50 years. A 1974 book entitled The Utah UFO Display, a Scientist's Report, cited that almost 100 incidents, including vanishing and mutilated cattle, UFO sightings, and orb sightings, had taken place in the area. Number 10. The Dulce Base. Referred to by many as the real Area 51, the Dulce Base is a supposed military installation located in the Colorado-New Mexico border under the Archuleta Mesa. The base is said to be a joint effort between humans and extraterrestrial visitors, and has been the subject of an almost endless array of conspiracy theories. Although the base has never been officially acknowledged by any authority connected to the United States government, many point to the fact that Area 51 was not officially acknowledged for decades as reasoning as to why that may be the case. Number 9. Point Pleasant. There are few legends in American culture which have stuck around through the ages to become the stuff of true folklore. One of those is without a doubt the weird events surrounding Point Pleasant, which would become famous for the Mothman legend. The story states that a creature known as the Mothman inhabits an abandoned TNT factory in the area and shows up whenever a terrible event is about to take place. The legend has been around the area for quite some time, with the first sightings of the creature having taken place in 1966 and 1967. In 1975, a book entitled The Mothman Prophecies popularized the story, and it has since become something of a cultural phenomenon. The city of Point Pleasant even holds an annual Mothman Festival. Number 8. Michigan Triangle. It seems that wherever there's water, stories of the paranormal and downright strange are simply bound to emerge. The residents of areas surrounding Lake Michigan grow up knowing of one such story, which involves what is called the Michigan Triangle. In 1891, a schooner called the Thomas Hume set sail on the lake to receive a load of lumber. When a bad storm stole across the region, the Thomas Hume vanished without a trace, and the crew of 7 aboard it vanished with the vessel. The boat has never been found, despite dedicated and extensive searching. Since then, equally strange events have taken place in the Michigan Triangle on a fairly regular basis. In 1921, a ship called the Rosa Belle was found overturned, and all 11 people who'd been aboard had vanished. Many UFO sightings have occurred in the area, as well as sightings of ghosts and other paranormal entities. Number 7. San Luis Valley. UFO sightings are abundant all across the internet, and most easily dismissed as nothing more than overactive imaginations or things which tend to happen when folks have a little too much to drink. But sometimes an entire area becomes so well known for UFO sightings that you can't just help but wonder if there might be something to it. This is the case in San Luis Valley, in Colorado, where hundreds of UFO sightings have been reported. The stretch of Highway 17, which passes through the area, has come to be known as the Cosmic Highway, due to the abundance of sightings which take place there. Additionally, self-styled psychics have claimed that there are large energy vortices in the area, which may also contribute to the sightings and experiences. Number 6. Hangar 18. In a relatively small town in Dayton, Ohio, there is an Air Force base which will never be far from the lips of any avid UFO hunter. This is, of course, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, inside which sits Hangar 18. Hangar 18 is a legendary structure known throughout the UFO community to reportedly hold the remains of the UFO which crashed in Roswell, New Mexico, as well as the bodies of alien pilots who occupied the craft. It is believed that Hangar 18 has been used since the arrival of those materials to research and reverse engineer the technology contained in the craft, and numerous whistleblowers have come forward to supposedly back up the claim. Number 5. Bennington Triangle. In southwestern Vermont, there is a region known as Bennington Triangle. This region is mysterious because a large number of people have gone missing inside of it, with the bulk of those disappearances having taken place between 1920 and 1950. A total of 9 people went missing in that time range, with 5 of the disappearances taking place in 1945 alone. Additionally, as is common with mysterious places such as the Bennington Triangle, strange occurrences and paranormal activity have also been reported there. The term Bennington Triangle was first coined in 1992 during a radio broadcast and has since been popularized in novels and media since then. Number 4. Skeleton Lake. In 1942, a shocking discovery was made in the Rupkund region of India when a British forest guard came upon a frozen lake 16,000 feet above sea level. The lake, which is positioned at the bottom of a small valley, contained dozens of skeletons. The following summer, when the ice melted, even more remains were found, both in the lake and around its perimeter. It was unknown from whence these corpses had come or what had caused their demise until 2004, when an expedition to the site solved the mystery. DNA evidence showed that the lake contained 2 separate groups of people, whose remains date back to 850 AD. Each skull seemed to have a similar wound, a blow which looked to be caused by a large round object. Researchers eventually came to the conclusion that the groups had died in a sudden violent hailstorm. The bodies still rest in Skeleton Lake today, though there are no roads leading to the location as of yet. Number 3. Bridgewater Triangle. Another mysterious site in the continental United States is the Bridgewater Triangle, an area of some 200 square miles which is thought to be the site of a great deal of strange phenomena. These have included ghost sightings, UFO encounters, and even a few reports of Bigfoot-like creatures. Historic sites within the region include Hockomock Swamp, the name of which means the place where spirits dwell, as well as Freetown Fall River Forest, where various cult activity including animal sacrifices and ritual murders have taken place, and Profile Rock, where a figure revered by the Wampanoag people, known as Anawan, receives a legendary wampum belt from King Philip. It's now said that the ghost of a man can occasionally be seen sitting on the rock. Number 2. Pine Gap. Called by many the Australian Area 51, the Pine Gap facility is located about 11 miles south of Alice Springs, Northern Territory in Australia. The base is operated in tandem by the Australian military and the United States and is officially called the Joint Defense Facility Pine Gap. Although it is still considered to be a top-secret facility, the base is officially the home of a large supercomputer complex and contains a staff of more than 800 individual employees. Many researchers of UFOs and the paranormal contend that there is much more going on at the base than our governments would have us believe, and the 2013 leaks of Edward Snowden seem to back this up, though with more down-to-earth claims. The Snowden leaks showed that Pine Gap is one of the locations where the PRISM operation of global surveillance was carried out. Number 1. The Nazca Lines. Few places on Earth are as instantly recognizable and instantly unusual as the Nazca Site. The plains, which are located in the Nazca Desert in southern Peru, feature some of the largest ancient geoglyphs ever made. These figures, which are drawn into the ground, are so huge that most can only be fully appreciated from above. The largest figures, reaching lengths of up to 1,200 feet, and the drawings are thought to date back to 500 BC. Many have speculated that the Nazca people made these images to speak with their gods, who are believed by a great deal of UFO researchers to have been extraterrestrials.